Hello, I'm Lewis Hogan. I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth region. I'm actually on the board with America Praise, World Praise, but also for the last almost 5 years have been doing DFW Praise as a part of America Praise in the Dallas-Fort Worth region. And just to give you a little brief history, we actually started in 2019 organizing churches together to release day and night prayer across the Dallas-Fort Worth region. And what's interesting, when we launched out, we felt from the Lord that we had to have our network in place by the end of 2019. And it was kind of a mandate from the Lord to have this in place. And we didn't know why. Of course, in 2020, we had COVID that broke out all over our nation, and really realized at that point that we had all these churches that had come together in partnership and prayer across the city, day and night prayer. And it was for such a time as this, really, in 2020, prior to that COVID outbreak. But we've continued on since COVID. At that time, we had about 150 churches united together. Today, we have about 300 churches across the Dallas-Fort Worth region that are united together. And we've changed our approach a little bit in that the Metroplex area is so large, almost 8 million people. We had to, what we did is we broke the Metroplex down to 12 different zones across the region, and we put in anchor churches across each zone. So what we do in Dallas-Fort Worth was, again, about 300 churches are part of it. We have a quarterly pastors' prayer gathering in the very center of the region, at a church called Gateway Church in Grand Prairie, Texas. It's at the very center of the Metroplex, so we gather pastors from across the region to come together quarterly for a luncheon and to come together to pray and also to unify together. And then we have our 12 anchor churches that are scattered across the region that also meet monthly for prayer and just meeting together for lunch, to pray together, to build a relationship. So the Lord has used what we've done in DFW in a mighty, mighty way to bring unity to the prayer movement across the Dallas-Fort Worth region, to bring pastors into unity that had never before really unified together. And we see it ultimately as a way to see revival and spiritual awakening across the Dallas-Fort Worth region. And that's where our heart is at. Can we come together in unity to see revival and spiritual awakening across Dallas-Fort Worth? And so if you look at major revivals that have taken place in cities or regions or nations, the great awakenings here here in America, every one of those was preceded by sustained prayer and unity. And so that's what has helped us in the Dallas-Fort Worth region through America Praise, is to see pastors come together in unity to pray together, and ultimately to see revival and spiritual awakening. So I'm so grateful for what we've done in the Dallas-Fort Worth region, but this movement has really spread across our nation of America, and now in 2024 has spread to nations of the earth. Not just states in America, but nations of the earth right now, and World Praise was launched out. So I would encourage any pastor, any prayer leader in your city, come together in unity, come together with America Praise, World Praise, and let's see revival and spiritual awakening take place even globally before the return of the Lord. And so God bless you, and I encourage you to be a part of this great movement.